Good morning and welcome to the vCard Global Workshop. I hope you are all doing well this morning. Thank you for joining us. If you're new to vCard Global this morning, we are going to walk through and build a vCard in just a few minutes. Then I'm going to show you some more advanced features on how you can turn your vCard into a powerful marketing tool for your business. So let's get started here. And we're going to move over. I've got a card today we're going to create for a radio personality here in Portland, Oregon. This is Cherie Collins. I'm out of Portland, Oregon. And we are going to be building, like I said, a card for Sheila Hamilton is her name. And when you start with vCard, this is what your vCard looks like. Pretty basic, just some simple things on it from when you signed up. And we do thank you for signing up. But the next step that I want to make sure that you know how to do is how to turn this card into something you can start to share with folks. And at the very bottom of your card here, you've got what's called the owner link. This takes you to the owner login. Let's click on that. And that takes you to the vCard Global login where we're going to log in with your username and password. And this takes you into your vCard Global back office. And in here, you're going to see over on the right-hand side, we've got a link here, all new vCard editor, edit your vCard. So this is where we're going to go to get into the editor so we can start working on your vCard. Let's click on that. And I've got a lot of cards here, and that's just because this is my demo account. And so I've got to get rid of some of those cards here. But right now I've got lots in here, and I've got one in here set up for Sheila. There it is. And what I want you to do is go directly into the setup wizard. That's this bigger blue button. There's one for the editor, one for the setup wizard. The setup wizard is a step-by-step process. That's where you want to start when you first start with vCard. So you'll see your card. You probably just have one card in there, okay? And you want to click on that setup wizard. Again, this is a step-by-step process. The first step, we're going to add our contact information. The second step, you'll add your social media and aggregate important links. In the third step, you're going to upload your photo and logo. And in the fourth step, you're going to choose a design. That's where things get a little bit of fun. So let's get started here. And so we've got Sheila Hamilton. We've got her email address. She, I don't think, has necessarily a business, but we can call her, she's an author, advocate, and a radio personality. Okay, and then we can put in her address here. Now, when you put in your address, you either have a physical location where people can come and meet with you, like you have an office or a retail location, a warehouse, a restaurant, a place where where you want people to actually come and see you. If that's the case, you'll put your address in here, and then you'll add this Show Map It button, because that allows people to navigate directly from your vCard to your location. It just opens up the navigation tools on your phone and takes them right to you. If you work from home and you'd rather people not know what your address is, then you can just remove the Show Map It button and also just remove your address here. Okay, so just leave though the city and state so people at least know what part of the country or part of the world you're in, right? And but yeah, definitely, whoa. I must have hit some buttons this morning. Let's go back into the wizard. Let's go back there. And I'm going to go back into the setup wizard, get started. And sorry about that. I've got to retype that. I don't know what I hit on my computer this morning, but I just hit something to back out of all that. All right, so we did that again. Author, we'll put in her address. Okay, now we're back where we were. We're going to add the Show It Map It button. You can add in your website address here. And then your phone number is going to come in. There won't be any dashes. I recommend that you go through here and add some dashes, break up the phone number so people can read it. You can add multiple phone numbers here. You add first this number here is going to be the click to call number that is on your phone. So you want to make sure that's the main number that people use. And then any additional phone numbers that you have, you can add here. You can add your Skype address. You can add your fax number. All of the information that you add here, you can easily change at any time. And the great thing about vCard is for life, so it's going to follow you. Your careers may change, your address, your phone numbers, your jobs may change, but you are still the same person, and people who've connected with you through vCard will always have your current information. So anytime you update this, with a new job, with a new address, with a new phone number, with a new email address, anything that changes, whoever has your vCard will have your most current information automatically. That's one of the beautiful things about vCard. It's a business card that will travel with you for many, many years. So we'll continue to the next section here. I love this section. This is where you're going to aggregate all of your important links in one place. This makes not only, it helps to market your business, but it also creates some efficiency. I tell people, aggregate all that information there on your vCard. Then you can, when people ask about certain things, you're talking to someone, you go, oh, it's on my vCard. It's on the home page of my vCard. Just go to my vCard. It's at the bottom of the page. It's all there. So let's add our social media here. So we're going to add, she's an advocate for mental health, so we're going to add Keep Oregon Well Facebook page that she is a part of. And let's go back to vCard. So what I do is I highlight that Facebook link that I want. I right click, I copy it, and then I go back to the editor and I right click and I'm going to paste that there. So you've got lots of social media here that you can aggregate. We've got Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Yelp. I'm going to add also here a Twitter account. And I'm going to copy that, come back over here and paste. We also, let's add here a YouTube account as well. Copy that, right click, copy on that, go over to YouTube, right click and paste. So once you've got all your social media added, then you can come here. You can also add here like your Skype profile, your WhatsApp profile, WeChat, Zoom, Join.me, Viber, anything that you use to contact people here. We've got this section called Reach Me Online. So if people want to reach you, other than just through the email or normal phone, this is where you put those profile, that information, so people know how to reach you. And then the final section we have here is called the important links section. This is a great section. It really helps you aggregate everything that you do. So if you are a real estate agent here, you would put your listings here. So you would put like a link to your residential listings, let's just say, or you would put the address to a specific listing, and then you would come over here and you would type in the link that you want that to go to, all right? And you can add multiple listings for your real estate business or your property management business. So you can have your commercial listings. But I have seen people recently, what they do is they put just the full address to the property and then they put a link to the property there. I think that's kind of cool how they do that. And then we've got this portfolio section here, so you could link to like your Flickr account or just something else where you've got a bunch of your work listed. This is for an online scheduler, so link directly to your online scheduler, so if someone can book an appointment with you, and put a strong call to action, book an appointment, and then have a direct link to that scheduler here, and they can make an appointment with you directly. Purchase my book. We've got lots and lots of authors who use vCard, and you can add your books here. You can add multiple books, but even if you're not an author, you can recommend books. So if you're a coach, you've got lots of different books that you want people to, know about, that you recommend that they read. If you are in sales and there's things that you want to educate people on, here's where you put those books. Really easy and convenient. So let's see here. I've got a book here, All Things We Never Knew. This is a book that Sheila has written here, and all I have to do is copy that entire link here. So I right click, copy, and come back over here, and I can put the name of the book here, All Things We Never Knew. and then I right click and I paste that URL directly to that book. So you can paste it to, you know, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, any sort of bookstore that has an online, a way to purchase that book online, or, you know, download the book too, you know, so that would be fine as well. We also have here your online store. So many of you who work, you know, who are using vCard are distributors, and you may be a distributor for more than one product even. You can link to your online store here. This is where you would link to your Etsy store. This is where you would link to, you know, whatever store it is that you have. Like for here, we've got the Keep Oregon Well store, lots of little things here. So I can add that here. I can right click and copy this. You would link to your distributor stores as well here. So I can say here, Keep Oregon Well store. And then you just drop in the link there, right click and drop in that link. Please support. This is where you put causes or advocacy groups that you want to support. You can put anything in here, such as crowdfunding, things that are going on, churches, nonprofits. You can put school fundraisers. I've put my kids' school fundraisers up there, and that makes it really convenient because I can just put it up and say, oh yeah, you know, Nick and Gigi are have a fundraiser going on, and I can send the grandparents there, and they can just, you know, they know exactly where it is. I can send the aunts and uncles there too, and hope that they will also support that fundraiser. So it makes it very easy and convenient. In this case, let's see, we do have a donation page for Keep Oregon Well too, so we can highlight that, right click, copy, come back over here, and I can say, please donate to Keep Oregon Well, right click and paste. Additional sites, this is just anything that didn't fit in this category above here, you can add those there as well. Then we click continue, and now we get to add a photo and a logo. So I'm going to click on add, edit my picture. This photograph I'm going to upload from my computer here, and what you should know is, let's see if I can find that file. The folder where that is. There it is, perfect. Okay, so we'll click on this picture of Sheila, we'll click open, and then we've got to name this picture, and we click save, and then that will add this as your photo. And this photograph is going to show not only on Sheila's vCard, but it's also going to show when she texts this card out to someone. It's something that comes up in the text message. When she sends an email to someone, it comes on that email. When someone shares her card, it's shown in the text message or email. So this photograph, it also gets downloaded to your, it's put in the app, it gets downloaded to your contacts as well. So it's real important to make sure you get a photo here, because a photo, people remember a photo. You know, a lot of us have names that are pretty similar, right? And they may get confused, but if they see the photo, they connect with you, they remember your face. They remember your face. So you want to definitely make sure you have a photo on your card. And then you can or cannot have a logo on there. In this case, I am going to add a logo. I've got one for Keep Oregon Well here, so I'm going to upload that logo. There we go. And then you've got to give that a name as well. And we'll press save. And then we can continue and choose a design. So the fun thing here is we can see here what this card is starting to look like. And now we can kind of choose a design that's going to look good with this coloring that we've got here. So I can come over here, we've got our classic white, and we can change, if I click on one of these buttons here, as you can see, it changes the colors. I can also choose the classic black here. I can change the colors as well. And then I've got some bold designs in here. I've got many, many, many different designs to choose from. And, you know, you don't have to spend too much time, because you can change the design at any time as well. As you add more content, you might want to change things a little bit more. So lots of designs to choose from, and we've got some customization features as well that will allow you to do some things. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to choose the classic white. I'm just going to choose some dark buttons there. I think that's going to look best for right now. And then I'm going to click finish. Now, we've just done that. If we go here, we're now on what's called the editor home page, okay? And we can come over here and we can click on, let's view the vCard itself. And you can see here we've got a vCard that's got now a logo, a picture. They're a little big, those things. I like them a little smaller when I get into the editor. But we've got all of Sheila's main information, and we can start to promote. She can start to share this card and get it out there. So that's great. Let's go back here to the editor. I want to give you a little bit of a tour. So we're on the main editor homepage. You just came from the dashboard and the wizard. So right above here, this is the dashboard. This gets you back to all of your cards that you were just in, okay? All your cards. This was the link to the setup wizard, and this is the link to the editor. I'm gonna go back to the editor. And then here in the editor, we've got Sheila's name here is, for her vCard, is Sheila-Demo. This is the name. And below that is her security code. This is what you need when you download the vCard Global Mobile app. The vCard Global Mobile app is a contact management app that allows you to easily store all the contacts that you receive of other vCard, members and stuff, and share their contacts, as well as share and promote your contact too. Just makes it very nice and convenient to do that. I highly recommend that if you don't have the app, that you go ahead and get that and start to use it. I've got about 40 different people that I network with, and so now I don't have to carry their cards with me. I used to carry all these cards. Now I don't have to carry anyone's cards, and it just makes it more convenient. So I'm always with the people's, with my card and with the people I like to network for, who are on my team. And so, when you're out and about and you're talking to folks, or you're, meeting with someone and they say, I just bought this house and I need someone to come in and paint it for me, you can now just go, oh, I got someone. You go to your vCard contacts and you can just forward them the contact of that person who is the painter. Just makes your life so much easier. So, yeah, I highly recommend that you get the app. And then when you use that security code and you use that vCard name, all of the contacts that you save are automatically saved for you here in your vCard contacts. You'll click on this link here, my vCard app contacts. That takes you to all of your contacts that you have stored in vCard. So in case you you lose your phone, or you get a new phone, or you need to log into a different device, all the contacts that you've saved are all here. So we saved those for you. So that was the vCard editor homepage. The next tab over is the contact info page. This is where you can edit your contact info, okay? And that will update vCard, and anyone who has your vCard will have the updated information. Here's our social media. You can update your social media here. And then this is where you can change your logo or your profile picture, your picture of yourself on, okay? The next tab over is design and color. This is where you can change your design, and like I said, we've got lots to choose from, so you can do that. And the fourth tab, this is the real power of vCard. This is where you can start to work on designing your card, okay, and turning it into a very powerful marketing tool for your business. So the first thing I'm going to do is point out this section here over on the left-hand side. This is where you add your pages. You edit your card in the center area here. This is where you add blocks. So vCard is made out of pages and blocks within those pages. So here's where you edit your blocks and add blocks. And then this is where you view exactly what your card is going to look like over here on the right-hand side. So let's start here. And first thing I want to do is I want to edit that logo. It's just so big. I don't know why it came out that big. And you can see there, this allows you to edit the size of an image just by dragging that. It will edit the size. And I'm going to do the same here for her picture there. There, that looks so much better. Not so big. That's what we needed to do. So we've got, that's how you can add just a quick edit there of your photo and your logo if they just look way too big on there. And then we can add, let's add some pages here. So we'll write, let's do about Sheila. Okay. We can add a contact page. And we can add, we can even add a link to my books. Let's do that. All right, so we've got 4 pages here. I want you to see, when you see these pages, if you want to reorder them, you've got this little arrow here. You can move these pages up and down. So I'm going to reorder my page here. People will have, this is just 4 pages, but people with vCard will have lots of pages, 30, 40, 50 pages. And you can actually add sub-pages to your book as well. So a sub-page is basically, I add another page. So let's say I wanted to have something under my books, such as my poetry. She does have some poetry books. I say save, I add a page. And then if I want it to be a sub-page of my books, I click on this little thing here. It says change level. You click on that, and you can say I want this to be a sub-page of my books, and I click save, and now that page is moved under my books. And you can see it over here too, right there. When you click on the menu, you can see here that that page has been added under my books. So that's how you move pages around. And let's start adding some content to our pages. The first thing that I always recommend that you do when you're working with vCard is add a video if you can. Video is so powerful. It really helps you market your business, and it markets you, especially if you're a service provider, especially if you have products that you are selling. You know, if you're a distributor of a certain product, you want people to understand why it is that you've chosen this, okay? Why did you choose it? What is it about it that you, why do you recommend it? Give your personal testimony of why you're doing this. And if you are a service professional and you've got, you know, or if you're a contractor or whatever it is that you do, you know, you want to give people a 30 to 60 second, hi, you know, this is me world, and this is my value, and this is what I have to offer, and, you know, this is my customer service offering, and this is why you should choose me. When people see that video, I assure you, they will connect with that video. They will connect with you in a way that you will have, you'll start to get referrals, people who will call you and just say, I saw your vCard, you know, I saw your video. Yeah, I'm really interested in working with you. You've never even spoken to them, but they saw that video. That's all they need to feel comfortable with you. They've connected with you through that video. It says a lot. Now, again, that video shouldn't be long. Doesn't have to be anything with great production values either. It can be just simply something that you do on your phone and you upload to YouTube, okay? But it should be sincere. It definitely should be sincere. So we've got some videos here of Sheila that we can grab here. This is one that she does an interview for. She speaks, this is a little bit longer than I would like. It's not just definitely about her, but she's got lots and lots of videos. So I thought this was a good one. And when you're grabbing a YouTube video, you can right click on here and you can copy the embed code. And then you can bring it back over to vCard, and these little blocks here, this is how you add a block, add new block, these little green and white blocks. You click on that. And we're gonna go over here. We've got a few different blocks here. The 4th one down is video. You can add a video for YouTube, for Vimeo, for Facebook. You right click and you paste that embed code in here and you click add. And it's that simple. You've added your video. So you can have lots of videos. You can have a whole page of videos. Video testimonials, like I said, are great. So we've got our video for Sheila here. One of the things I'll point out too is if, you know, at the very end of a YouTube video, it often will play additional videos. And maybe you don't want those videos played because they're not always yours. So right here, you click on the share button. And this is a little more advanced, but if you click on embed, and then you go show more, you see your video here. As long as this isn't checked, show suggested videos when the video finishes, make sure that's not checked. If that's not checked, then you're okay. If it is checked, you want to uncheck it. You want to copy this entire embed code string and paste it back into vCard, okay? So again, you just copy that code and come back over to vCard. You would add a new block. You would say video, YouTube video. There we go, right click, paste, add. So now we've got 2 videos here. And you can have more than one video. A lot of folks will have more than one video. They may have a personal testimony and then they'll have another video that's just about the product that has more production values to it. So you can do that as well. If you need to delete a block, you've got this X button. You can just delete it, and there you go. If you need to edit a block, you've got the edit button here, and then this button here allows you to save this block. So if you've got a block you want to use on multiple pages, you can just save that block, and you can bring that block up out of your media library. So it saves it to another page. You name it video. And maybe you want this video for some reason on all the pages, you just save it. And then that allows you now just to pull that video into multiple pages. So let's go to another page here and add some more content. So we've got about Sheila. So if I wanted to grab that block that I just saved to my media library, I click there. And then right here, down here, it says media saved blocks, media library saved blocks. I click on that. And I can see anything that I've ever saved. Actually, it shows me blocks from other cards too, so that's kind of cool. So if you have more than one card and you've created a block that you want to put on multiple cards, you just save that to your media library, and then that's available for the other cards as well. The same is true with your photographs. Any photographs you add to one card will be available for other cards that you're building as well. So a lot of people like to do that. They'll make a card for themselves, and then they'll make a card for their spouse, you know, and they want to have the same or very similar content on both of those. So that makes that convenient. You can see here, I can just find that, click add, and now that video is there for Sheila again. So let's add here, this is the about page. I recommend, you know, you just put a short little bio on there. And Sheila does have a bio here. Hello, what happened to this page? Let's see if we can get it to come back up again. There we go. So you can always just kind of grab text from another website, or what I recommend is you write it up in Microsoft Word or some other word processing, open office, whatever. You know, write it up there and then copy and paste it into vCard. It's a little difficult sometimes. I mean, you can work in vCard, you can copy and paste, and you can put your, or you can type out everything that you have, you know, in vCards. Like you can come over here, you can click on this add new block, and then right here at the top, this is the text block. Click on the text block. This is a simple text editor you're very familiar with. So you could sit here and you could, you know, wordsmith a nice bio for yourself, but the only thing that I would say is there is sometimes the session will time out, you know, or your internet will go down and you might lose that copy. So that's why I recommend that you write it first in a word processing program and copy and paste it in here. So I've got that text here. I'm going to right click and I'm going to paste that in. Sometimes when you're in Firefox, you can see Firefox doesn't always allow me to right click and copy that in. There it goes. I don't know why it does and why it doesn't. I had to hit that a few times, right clicking before it did. I'm going to click paste, and there that goes. The other way to also paste, just so you know, is there. The simplest way to paste, I use it typically, is Control V as in Victor. Control V, that will paste. Control C copies and Control V paste. So that's another way of pasting that in if you for some reason can't get that paste button to come up. But Firefox is a little trickier when it comes to this text editor goes. So Google Chrome is probably the best browser to use. So we've got our text here, and this looks good. And when you're writing for the web, you want to write in small paragraphs. If anything, you want to allow people that are going to scan your vCard, so you want to use bullet points, you know, lots of little blocks. It just makes it easier. So I can add a headline here about Sheila Hamilton, and then I can format that text. I can change the font size and so forth. I can click about Sheila Hamilton, come over here, headings, click on heading 1. And there we go. And then I can click add. And so you can see I've got my text here, and I can see it over here on the display side as well. So that's nice. That's easy to do. And often, you know, you can add additional photographs over here if you wanted to. Let's see here. Let me show you how to add a product, like a book or something. Like she's got those books. So let's go to her book page. And I'm going to add a product with a link to it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to load an image of the product. So under image, again, I'll click on that. I'm going to upload an image of her book cover here. all the things we never knew. Click open. And I'm going to say book cover. Now, you can create a link to this from this book cover. So you can have either a link that goes to an outside page. In this case, I'm going to link to Amazon. Or this could also link to another page. It's how you create like calls to action. So you can get people to go from one page to another. A little deeper in the site, you could add an image and have it linked to something else. I'm going to add an external link here, though. And that's going to go to her book on Amazon. So I'm going to just highlight this entire URL, right click, copy that, come back over to the builder, right click and paste that link there. And then I'm going to click save. So I've added the caption here. And then what I can say is I can add additional information about it. I can say, I can add, you know, this bio here about this little description about the book. I can right click and copy that description and come back over here, add a text block. Right click. All right, I'm going to use Control V here. Control V as in Victor. I pasted that copy in there. So I've got that in there. That's probably fine. And then I'm going to click Add. And I'm going to add another text block here. And I'm going to say, I'm just going to type in here. Purchase on Amazon Kindle. And I can say, let's just see here. What was that price on that? $13.99. Okay. And then come back over here. And I can make that, like I said, I can make this a little bit bigger, so I can play with the font size. Say I want to make that 18 point. And it's kind of hard to know exactly what this is going to look like until I save it and look at it over here. You know, this looks a little big. I think that's going to be a little big, so I'm going to go down to 14 points so it all fits on one line. And then I can add also a, you know, a call to action like buy now. And I can link that, so I can say buy now. I can make that bigger if I want. You know, I could say I want that 36 point. That's huge, but that's all right. I can center that. And then I can go and turn this into a link. So right here, this is how you create a link in your text block. It's the chain link. You click on that, chain link. And I can come back over to Amazon and highlight that page again, right click, copy it. And I can come back and let's go back to the builder. Here we go. Right click and paste that in there for my buy now button. Click OK. Let's add and see what this looks like. Let's see what I did here, see if I like it. So the best way to view what you've just done is to do it over here in the viewer. And you can see that text wraps a little bit. I'm not sure I like that. I'll play with that a little bit. But I like that buy now button. I think that's good. So that's essentially how you will come in and create. That's how you can create a product. And then if, you know, there were videos too. Below this, I would have additional videos or video testimonials. I'd create a whole product page. I might have multiple calls to action with this buy now. So I'll show you what I mean there. I've got this buy now here. And let's edit that a little bit so it doesn't look so much. Purchase, or I could say maybe it would be better available. Let's see. On the Amazon Kindle. And we could maybe center this, and I could make this even a little bigger then. 18 point. Save that. Yeah, that's going to look better. And then I can save this to my media library block. I think I can add more than one to a page. I hope I can. Let's just try that. Purchase. And then I can come back over here and I can add another one to the bottom of the page, because it's good to have multiple calls to action when you're building these. And we can click on our, let's see, where is it? Media library save blocks. And I should have one here called purchase. I can click add again, and there it is. So now you can see here, because these pages people scroll, right? I've got my buy now. I scroll down, I've got my buy now again, right? And you know, I might have a few more videos and I'll have another buy now until they finally click that buy now. I want to make it easy for them to find that buy now button, okay? That's how you create strong vCard pages that really market your business. The final thing I want to show you is how to add a contact form, because that's important. This is how you can funnel leads to you as well, all right? And you can have multiple types of contact forms. I have real estate agents, they have one contact form, their sellers, and one contact for their buyers. So depending on who you need, and you may have different types of forms, right? So the first thing that we're gonna do is we'll click on Add New Block. And this fourth one, or fifth, well, it's about 6 down here, right there. It says contact form. You click on that. You're gonna name this form. You can just call it contact, but if it was like a seller's form, you'd name it the seller's form. You can put in multiple email addresses who will receive this form. In this case, it's just Cherie at vcardglobal.com. And then you'll decide what fields you want people to fill out on the form. I'll say first name, last name, email address. Often, you know, the less that you ask, the more likely they're going to fill out that form, okay? But if you need to get their address and information, by all means, get their address and information, okay? Get their birthday. You can turn this into a birthday club form too. People can fill this out in the restaurant and you can get their birthday. And then if you have their address, you can send them a birthday card. You can send them a special, ice cream or whatever that they get when they come and visit you, right? And then this bottom one here, this is where you can add a comment or describe your project. This would be like, this is an optional field where you can put anything you want on here. So I can just simply say comments, right? You can ask a question though if you need to, and then you click add. You say, what's the best time to reach me? I didn't check that. So let's go back to edit. I got to make sure I check the box of the field I want to show, and now I click add, and there it is. It says comments there. So I've added my contact form, but it's missing a call to action. So I like to always make sure I have that. I click add new block. I click on the text here. Everything I do has to have a call to action. So I'm going to add a call. I'm going to add a headline above this. And my call to action is simply, contact me. I would love to hear from you, okay? So I can add this actually as a headline if I want, highlight it. We have different types of headings here. I can click on this, I can make that a heading 1. And I can center all this if I want to, just because it's a little bit of text. It might look better that way. I click add. And then I can see how that looks. If I'm happy with that, I can probably fix that spacing there between these two things. If I click edit, I can probably make that a little smaller. No, doesn't look like I can. So that's okay. I can go back to making that 12 point. I can leave that bold if I want and click save. So you kind of have to go back and forth and play a little bit with the text editor until you're happy with it. And then one thing that so now this form, anytime someone fills it out, it's going to be emailed to you. It's also saved in vCard itself. And I'll just show you this. So let's publish our card. Anytime you make changes to vCard, before the world can see it, you see how it's unpublished here, it's red? No one can see your card until this turns green. So I click publish. All the changes I've made today have been published now. And now I can go here, I can view the live card. And I can go through here. I've got my live card here, and I can go through here. If I go to that contact page and I fill out this form here, okay, and then I click submit. It says it's been submitted. When I come back over into the builder here on the editor homepage, right below here it says contact form leads. I can click here. Now that's just been emailed to me. but I also have a record of it here that's saved here. So all of that information I can download at any time. I can export that to a CSV. So listen, I've gone a little long today. I'd like to answer some of the questions that you have. If you please want to let me know, you can unmute your mic or you can just add it to the chat as well. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Hello.
Hey, Cherie. James Henderson. How are you?
I'm great, James. How are you today?
I'm fantastic, Cherie. I noticed on my phone number, it's real big. It's like it's not nice and even like the one was on your vCard. Is there a setting or something I'm not doing?
Well, maybe so. I'd have to. What's the name of your card, James?
True Health with James.
Let's take a quick look at James's card here. True Health with Oh, there it is. All right, very nice. And
Still got to do my video, but it's coming.
Yeah, no problem. Good job. You've got a little extra space here you want to get rid of too. I'm not sure why that happened there. And where is your phone number? It's way down here. Yeah, you've got a lot of great content on here. So where do you think your phone number is too big on here? I'm sorry, I can't hear you anymore, James. You just dropped off. Well, I would go in here and I would look in here. I think you've got a little too much. There's something going on here to fix that up. I can help you clean up your card if you need a little help, and we can look and see. Your phone number actually isn't showing on this card. So what you can do here is you want to add the phone number on the top of that card, and I'll show you how to do that. So when you go into your vCard, okay, let's go back into, let's see here, where was I? Okay, so somehow I got out of that. Well, I can go into any of these demo cards. Okay, so when you go into the editor on your card, what you want to do is back to page editor. See how I got this phone number block? Let's say I accidentally deleted that, all right, and it's gone. So if you want to add that block on again, you click on add new block, and then you go over here. It's under pre-formatted blocks. We've got lots of blocks in there that you can choose from. Click on pre-formatted block. And we've got a few different blocks here. So it's one of the buttons here. The second one over is the buttons. And you can see here a phone and email button, or you can just do the phone button if you wanted to too. So you click on phone if you want. And that creates, as you can see here, a nice big block for the phone number, or you could add the phone and email block. So that's how you add that phone number back onto the card, and I hope that answers your question.
Sure, if you go back to his card, he did have it, but he had it in the middle of the page, so I was wondering
why did he?
Yeah, just a little bit
so
down.
He could add it to the top of the page. He could also just drag and drop that then.
There it is.
There it is. It was right here. I didn't even notice it. Yeah, I would drag and drop that because you want to make it really easy for people to call you. You want to have that phone at the very, very top, because otherwise people just might miss it. And you don't want to make people look for your phone number. You want them to be able to click on that very easily and find you. You don't want them to have to search for any of your information, honestly. You want to make sure it's front and center for them. So make sure that that's easy for people to find.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No problem. Right. No problem. Thank you for sharing.
Cherie, it's Fruity in Albuquerque. I'm wondering, is there a way to delete pictures out of the media library? Say you have a subtle logo change and you don't want to get confused when you're doing an edit.
Well, let's see about that. So have you tried deleting these when you click on this?
Oh, that's simple. Duh. Okay, thank you.
Yes, delete that. There it goes. Okay, well, wow, that was easy. I keep asking those kind of questions, Rudy. Happy to help. Yes, great.
And MP3s coming anytime soon?
Yeah, it's on the list there. We've got MP3s, downloadable files coming. This week, let's see here if it's on here. I've got some really great releases. The customization thing where you can update the background and change all the colors of your design. That's been, I think that's going to be released by Monday. I think it's ready on the staging server and ready to go. The HTML blocks, Rudy, I think I told you that those are up and running now, so you can add HTML code now to your cards.
Gotcha.
There are so many great things. We're going to be testing this week, and those will be coming out shortly. Yeah, things are really picking up pace now. I'm real happy about the pace we're going. We've got some great new features that are coming out in the next few weeks. So everything is moving ahead very smoothly. Definitely a great time to get a vCard. One of the things that I will also point out too for vCard advisors who are here, we are updating the back office to make sure, like this person here, I'm signed in as a 30-day trial, making sure that all of the links in here are proper. We're going through that today, finalizing all of the back office. We're cleaning up the back office quite a bit for you, just to make it easier for people to upgrade, to purchase the products that they're interested in, and to get to the information that they need to get to. So all of that is coming out. We're updating the email campaigns as well this week. Lots of great things are happening. Lots of great things.
Oh, one other thing, on your contact form, are those all required fields, and how can we make them all required fields?
Yeah, you know, Rudy, I have that down, and I've got that as something that is on the list of things to do. So I'm adding that so people can choose which fields are required. I love that. It makes sense that people should be able to choose which ones are required. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thanks for asking. Thanks for being here.
Cherie, this is Joyce. I have a couple of questions.
Yes, go ahead.
What is going to happen with all the free cards that are in the system?
So all the free cards, anyone who has a free card, we will be sending out a notification about that will give them a 30 days to upgrade to vCard 1, or to which is $59 for the year, or they'll have 30 days to upgrade and become an advisor or a pro card. Pro card is basically 2 cards you get for $99, or they can become an advisor. The advisors, it's $129, and that includes 2 vCards, an extra vCard to market your business, and then obviously you can earn some cash as well for people who end up signing up. You know, who you sign up if you want to build a vCard business, you can do that too.
So then the free cards will be going away, I assume? And
yeah, so what will happen is there will always be the 30-day trial. What will happen if someone has a 30-day, or if they have a card, their card will end up becoming, let's say that they don't renew, their card will end up, we will end up suspending the card. So when you go to the card, it will say, you know, hey, this card has been suspended, please renew. And it will have a link on the card that asks them to go and renew it.
Okay. And then I had another question. In terms of, if you look at the left-hand side of the screen where you have About Anna, events, etc., I've had the idea that I'd like to use one of my vCards as a landing page. And so what I tried to do was move one of my secondary pages above the home page. Would that be a possibility? Because I see it's not available like the pluses where you can move the pages up and down. I was actually hoping to put maybe a more generic landing page above my home page.
That's an interesting request. I'm not sure exactly, like, because if you have I would either turn your home page into your landing page, okay. Or I would, if you're trying to send people to the landing page, you can just link to it. Any page can act as a landing page, honestly. So how are you getting people to the landing page, ma'am?
Hello. Well, I just started using these these gems through Royalty.
Say that again.
It broadcasts within a 100-yard radius. And so
oh, got it. Okay, yes. I know Rudy is using those as well, I think.
Actually not Royalty, because Royalty does not go 100 yards. It goes 100 feet. That is the problem with Royalty. You need to get other gems, because the Royalty is saying something that is not true. I went to the manufacturer, and the manufacturer guarantees 100 feet, not 100 yards. Okay. So be aware of that.
Yeah, and so one of the things that Rudy is doing too is he's coming over here, and for those people who are using it, he's editing the title tag to whatever message he wants it to be, right? So
right.
He's editing it, so like, for example, see my artwork, right? Whatever, you know, call to action. So he says, see my artwork. So that is what gets sent from the beacon is that title tag. I think it can be up to, I don't know, how many characters, 45, 60 characters?
Actually, with yours there, it can be as many as you'd like, but you never want it to be more than 40 because that's all that will show.
That's all that will show is 40 characters. Okay, so 40 characters is all that will show. So that's what would come on the beacon here if you were to share this card. And it takes people to the home page. So what I would recommend doing is making your home page, just add a little bit more information to it so it becomes that landing page that you need it to be.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's a lot of folks who've done that. I know Rudy is one of those people who's done that too. Sometimes they will change out, even like they'll move the profile image and they'll put some sort of call to action image up here. You know?
Exactly.
So they're using the beacon card a little differently than maybe they're promoting, you know, the main card that when you just meet someone on the street. So you might have more than one card that you're using for, you know, specifically when you're using the beacon, and then another card when you just meet someone face to face. So.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Mm-hmm.
But Joyce, also the beacons are a great idea. Just make sure you do your due diligence in finding the correct beacons that actually do send out to the radius that you want them to.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. RJ, you're asking about the secure link approved with Google. You need it for your beacon to be approved. It works now. That's great to hear. We did get on the Wednesday's call. I had a lot of people who were asking about vCard Global, not vCard Info, vCard Global, their marketing site. That site here, and we all have a vCard Global site. I'll just show you what I'm talking about. This main site here. We're working on getting the SSL set up here for everybody. I'll have that set up this week as well. So if you have questions about the HTTPS on this site, for your site, this one here, I will have that set up for you as well this week. So thank you for that question there. There was also another question here. And then Steve F., the HTML gives a delete script. I will look at your email for that without sources of the error message. Okay, yeah, I will look for that. If you just tested that and that's giving you that issue, please I'm glad you let me know about that. It shouldn't be deleting any script anymore. Should allow things through. So we're using a Google API that verifies the scripts that we have do not have malicious content in them. So there may be something blocking it, but I'll take a look at what you sent over. And then Jean asks, when can we expect to see the marketing card for advisors? So Jean, that's going to still take a little bit of time to put that together, but we are working on that. It's right now, if you wanted to add more information to your card itself, what folks are doing is they may take like Anna's card here. If she wanted this to be more of a marketing card, you can actually add, right under your contact information, click add new, and then you can come over here and you can click on pre-formatted blocks. You can click on marketing, and there is a marketing block that you can add to your home page. And as you can see here, it's got the video and it's got more information here. But we're working on our marketing information right now. That will come out after we get the email campaigns launched. And I don't know why that is white on white over there, but it definitely is not white on white over here where you can see it. There you can see. So that's all the marketing information. You could add that to your home page. So, and then you could add a little bit more information. You could add a personal testimony video about why you use vCard as well. That would be helpful. So yeah, if you have a card that you're just using for vCard, right now I would add that marketing block to the home page, add a little bit more information, maybe link to some of the cards that you really like, add the gallery to it. But I will be working on a beautiful marketing card for everybody that you can use if you want. Okay? Thanks for asking about that as well.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And
this is Marion. I have a question about the free card.
yes.
If people want to sign up, they think they want to be an advisor, do they have to skip a month before they can become an advisor if they're using the free card?
No. If they've got a free card, they can actually, as a free card member, they can sign people up. They actually have a distributor ID, so people can sign up directly under them, but they can't receive commission. They won't receive commission until they sign up.
The people they sign up will go to them?
No, they won't until they sign up as an advisor. So
Oh,
they could sign up other free people that would sit there, but they won't get, but they can't, but if someone were to actually sign up and pay to become an advisor, that wouldn't be credited to them, it would be credited to the person above them.
Okay.
So it was the actual advisor. So yeah, so they want, if they get the free account and they really like it and they want to become an advisor and they're ready, they really need to sign up as an advisor before they really start to market it.
Okay. Okay. That's what I thought, but I wanted to double check.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And then Brianna asked about the get a card like mine. Doesn't send over to the enrollment page. How do I fix that? Brianna, you need to let me know about that because I need to fix that for you. That absolutely should be setting over. Right now, I can show you how it works on this one just to make sure we're all on the same page. If I go to view the live card here, it will send people over here. Get a big card like mine should send them over here to the marketing page with the information, and this should take them over to the enrollment page with the packages. And it's your vCard distributor ID right here in the URL. So if for some reason that's not working on your card, you can email me and I will take a look at your card and I will figure out what's going on and make sure that that's happening, okay? Because that's absolutely, it should absolutely have that. So if you need to reach me today, you can do so, Cherie at vCardglobal.com. And I'd also like to give you another resource. I want to point out in vCard here, we have this orange button here has the tutorials. There's over 22 videos on this that I've set up for you guys. And I've got to redo them all because vCard has changed so much in the last 3 days. There's so many more things that we can do. But these are still really good videos to help you with some basic things, and they're very relevant. But also I have a vCard videos that I put together. I like to show this to people because it's a step-by-step process on this card. It kind of helps people who are new. Step 1, how to sign up. Step 2, how to turn your basic card into a great card. Just walks them through the wizard, basically. And then we've got the vCard Global mobile app. This shows you how to use the app. And then we've got another one on how to add a video. And I'll be updating this as well. Like I said, there's this one on how to add pages and how to add blocks. So a lot of the stuff that we covered today in the workshop is here. Some of it goes in a little bit more depth. How to add a slideshow, how to add images and stuff. So that's vcardvideos.vcardinfo.com. And then again, there's my email address.
Which, by the way, is a great thing to add when you're putting something into your app on your contacts.
That's a great idea. Yeah, add that to your app because I keep this updated with the latest videos as well. And then you always have that handy for folks. So, yeah, great.
And one last thing, I just want to be really clear because, Joyce, I don't want to talk you out of what you're doing there, but just know that they have 2 different beacons. And so you just really want to do your due diligence with all beacons to make sure that what may have been a claim before with old beacons, the new beacons may not go as far. So you just really want to always be careful because that's becoming kind of a big deal nowadays.
Okay, I really appreciate it. And, I'm really interested, it may or may not be appropriate, but if anybody's even using the beacon technology to market the vCards, I think we could probably share some information with one another in terms of what's working there if anybody's thought about doing that.
I'd like that. And I'd also like to know where's the best place to do this comparison.
On the web would be the best. If anyone wanted to get a hold of me, if this is okay, Cherie.
Yeah, that's fine, Rudy. Rudy Grande, right? Or Ask Rudy, right?
Yeah, in fact, you could do just askrudy.com because that will take you to my askrudy.com card.
Okay.
JustAskRudy.com. Okay.
Okay. All right.
That's how you get a hold of Rudy, and he can connect y'all.
Okay. Good deal.
Mm-hmm.
And one more thing about the free card. If people get the free card, try it out, are making their card and decide, yes, I want to do this, and then upgrade, how long is it likely to be?
How long do they what?
If they upgrade, how long does that upgrade to advisor take so that then they can actually.
Oh, it's immediate. It's immediate.
It's immediate.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. So as soon as they upgrade, they will be they'll automatically be an advisor. They will, they can start to sign people up right then and there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good deal. Thank you.
One other question. I have a lot of free cards out there, and just in terms of setting expectations, when do we think that those cards will start to be suspended, and when will they start sending out emails to notify people that they've got 30 days to upgrade?
Yeah, so I'm going to be finalizing those emails this week with corporate, okay? And then corporate will determine what day to start that, but I suspect that we will be starting it in early August. We'll start the 30-day countdown. So I'll let you know. We're updating all of that information. I'll definitely make sure that is, if you get the corporate email, the corporate newsletter that comes out weekly, I'll make sure that's in there and very clear.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you all. Thank you all for joining us today. Have a great weekend. I will be back on Wednesday for another workshop, and tomorrow night is the sales overview. Definitely bring some folks who are interested in learning more about vCard and how it works. Alan Lowe, our CEO and founder, will be on that call tomorrow night to present vCard to folks, and that's tomorrow night, Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and that's 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks again for joining.